Hey guys, just reminding you that I have a worldwide holiday giveaway of $100 on Steam currently active right now. If you're interested, click the link in the description down below. Oh, and by the way, I'm a Discord partner, so be sure to enter in using discord.gg/MLBB. Okay, bye. What if I told you that everything inside my Alice pack right now, 20 scrap metal and only 5 logs, is everything you would possibly need to create a base on the Russia map? Would you believe me? Actually, you probably would because I'm making a video right now about it, but yes, you can actually make a base with these. It's actually a really good one, and it's all you need right here, and I'd like to show you guys that because it's quite useful. Now, Unturned does have a ton of players, so as a result, there is going to be a pretty significant group of people that already know how useful this location is, so joining a server, all it takes is one person to know how useful this location is, and then it will already be taken and used up. You'll have to rate it and make it a place of your own. But if you join a server that doesn't have very many players on it, or has just been reset, be sure to build your base in this location over here on Crovey Estate. Look at how beautiful this location is. I always forget how cool it looks when you actually come in through the front entrance. Usually you don't come in from this angle because nobody comes from the dead zone. Usually I come up the hill, but look at how beautiful this place is. We got the statues here, the not working fountain, and then the beautiful grand entrance into the place. Now, there are still a few disadvantages to this base, as with basically any base, but it's not that bad at all. We'll get into it when we actually go up there. Now, you guys may have already, at this point, realized what the base is going to be. It is, of course, in the attic of the Crovey Estate. If you guys haven't actually played on Russia that much, you may have not noticed that there is, in fact, an attic to this place. The only way to get up to it is through this little hole right here, and up there is actually a perfect spot to build a base. It's got a window there to go inside, and then a window on the other side over here, right there, very small window, and then of course that hole. This would be your entrance up there. So this is all you need to turn the attic of the Crovey Estate into a full-blown base. It is amazing. Now, this is what I'd like to consider the optional equipment right here. Storage for your items, that's obviously going to be something that you'll want in your base. And then I have a generator and a safe zone radiator here so that you can stop these zombies from spawning every time you want to go inside your base. Though, you might want to be a little careful when you're putting down a safe zone radiator because players are going to want to loot the Crovey Estate, and if you put down a safe zone radiator, no more loot will spawn, so they will probably be mad at you and want to raid your base, even more than they already want to. The ladder is optional. I mean, you can put it here to place a ladder up here to make it easier to go up there, or you can use like some sort of makeshift, you can place down a plate and walk up there, things like that. Ladder is going to make it a little more official, but a ladder is relatively difficult to create. I think this requires metal bars and tape and things like that. Once you're up here, this is the attic. It has been a little unoccupied for quite a while, so don't forget to remove the cobwebs here. We'll just, there we go. Perfect. With all this equipment, we're going to go into the crafting menu here, and the first thing that we are going to create is a metal hatch, but it requires 1 sheet, so we'll create a few sheets here. I think we need to make actually 8 in total, but we're not going to craft them all right now because I'm fearful of accidentally crafting too many items. But a hatch just requires 1 sheet and 2 scrap metal. It is quite simple. Now we have a hatch, and bada bing, bada boom, you have officially blocked entrance into your base. I mean, I guess somebody could go through here, but they'd have to build some sort of structure going up here, so really this is good enough for now. So just scrapping like some firefighter uniforms or some weapons will allow you to craft this hatch here, and then you'll be able to at least be able to hold up for quite a while. I wouldn't log off with your base like this. You are going to need to cover up these windows. Now, it may be a small window, and I've noticed that a lot of players, they will completely block it off with a piece of metal. They'll like build like a birch plate or a metal plate and they'll block it off, but you don't need to do that. In fact, you can actually put a window there. It looks awfully small and it doesn't look like it's going to fit a window in there, but you can, and it won't fit, but it will clip through. But it's a lot better than just blocking it completely. So windows are made completely out of sheets, so we can go ahead and turn in the rest of our scrap into sheets. Bada bing, bada boom. Then we turn it into weak glass, but you'll notice that we require heat, and that's what the 5 logs here are for. You can use it to create a campfire right here. And we will put that somewhere where we won't burn ourselves, so probably in this corner here. Now we have that heat, and then we can start making the glass. And actually we'll need to turn it all into weak glass. And then we will do one-way glass here. I don't really know the reasoning behind why you would want bulletproof glass here. One-way just seems to be better in almost all scenarios, so that you can block view from one angle, and as you can see, it does allow you to put it in here. The window is way smaller than the one-way glass, but you can put it there, and it looks so official. You can see out here perfectly fine, and then of course we're going to do the same on this side. Bada bing, bada boom. Look at that. And then on the outside, completely blocked out. I was watching you this entire time. Look at this. We've got the homey campfire up here. We have the hatch right here, looking good, looking good. The one-way glass door, we can peek out and see that there is a zombie down there, a zombie there, and a zombie there. And look at all this room up here. You have definitely spacious room in regards to headroom. The ceiling is pretty high up there, so you can easily fit some of these wardrobes here. I mean, you put that there, put that there. I mean, if you wanted to make it not look fancy, you could actually clip these inside of each other as much as you can for storage space. But, you know, this is on single player. Nobody's going to be raiding my base, so I'm going to focus on making this as pretty as possible. Also, one good tip is to not actually put these so close to each other. You could put one here in this corner, and here in this corner, and then in this corner. Just make sure you have them separated so that if somebody is raiding you, they can't just put a breaching charge in between these two and be able to get both of these with one breaching charge. If you put them all in separate corners, it's going to cost them more charges to destroy everything. It's going to make it more of a headache for people that are trying to raid your base. But once again, this is on a single player world, so I don't really need to worry about that. I'm going to put a little space between them. And look at all this space. We still have way more through here, all through here. You can completely fill this thing. This is a lot bigger than a home that I would personally create in a PvP server. Usually I just make like a 2x2 little double-decker base, and that gives me enough room. This is definitely the equal amount of square footage up here in the attic. And then, of course, you don't need to line these up against the wall. You can still put some crates in the middle. I mean, there's infinite amount of crap that you can put up here. Now, another thing that's worth doing is utilizing a trap that I don't actually see used very often. It's actually extremely simple to create. I mean, using just 18 logs, which is basically like 3 to 4 trees, and turning them all into planks here. Come on. And then turning all of those into sticks gives you so many. Look at all this stuff down there, and I can't even fit this in my inventory. Allows you to create an insane amount of spikes. I mean, look at all this stuff, and that was just cutting down 3 trees. I mean, really, the main limiting factor in regards to how easy it is to craft these spikes is just how hard it is to put it in your inventory. Now, here's the great thing about the Corvia estate. It's all lined with bushes here. Most players are going to be coming from this area. That's the airport over there. So what you can do is you can hide spikes inside these bushes. And when you're running, and you're running full speed up here, it's difficult to see that. You'll run straight through, and look at that. You've damaged them. And if you double layer and somebody walks through, you've killed them. And you can't even see that in there. And really, cutting down 4 to 5 trees allows you to line all the bushes of Corvia Estate with those spikes. It's immensely useful. So be sure to take advantage of that once you get your base up and running. Now, regarding the portable generator, we can put this, maybe on top of the campfire. Keep me from accidentally stepping on it. I mean, it looks like our generator has malfunctioned, but it's okay, it's okay. We'll fuel it up. I have 2 of these to get it up to 50% fuel. That will last, I think, 6 hours? No, 12 hours. Now this, we need to put a little more centrally located. So this we might put, well no, that will block me from going up. I would say this is the center. Yeah, let's just put it right here. So now if I were to log out or anything like that, zombies will stop respawning here. I don't actually know the radius of this thing very well. I think it's the same size as the claim flag radius. Now we can use my Desert Falcon here to clear out all the zombies, and they will not respawn. At least, I mean, this guy way out here will probably spawn because it's so far away from the safe zone generator. But in regards to actually having zombies in the base, which is probably the most important part, or zombies inside the mansion, I should say, you don't need to worry about them. You won't have to kill them every time you come in. You can sneak around the outliers. Man, this Desert Falcon is so great. I really wish it would spawn more commonly. I think it only spawns in those airdrops in Russia, and then very, very, very rarely as a drop in like Washington or PI and things like that. It is unfortunate, but this is such a fun weapon to use. Alright, there we go. Zombies cleared out. At least most of them. God dang it. Alright, most of them, I should say, cleared out. Missing power source. Is this outside the radius? Really? No. Did I not turn on the generator? Let me check. Oh, I didn't turn on the safe. Wait. There. Now these have power. Okay. Wow. These are immensely bright. I think that's a glitch. Oh, wow, that is blinding. Wow. Okay, turning those off. Those chandeliers need to be fixed. Maybe we'll just turn on the lamps inside the home. That should be fine enough. But that is how you create an entire base in just 20 scrap metal. Really, really simple. If you guys enjoyed the tips here today, be sure to comment down below letting me know. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and do all that gibberish because MeLikeBigBoom is out.